Alright, here's the lyrics. When I begin to sing like a king on the wing, no more feelings I must bring, so that harmony may ring. Big wheels they can spin, magic threads we tie in, general justice we will win, when our thoughts we convince. Godly rules never fools, normal worlds have their spools. Levers are our tools, as balanced beams they stay cool. From deepest cosmic pools, stellar fabric mapping jewels. The world is born anew, sparkling angels, heavenly views, heaven views. I'm editing it, and here's the other one. I'm gonna. It keeps going there, doesn't it? More crazy old rhymes, you know, but as always, logic. So I'm gonna, you know, voice my my question. Oops, where is it? There it is. Yeah. So, anyways, this one goes. When I begin to sing like a king on the wing, no more feelings I must bring, so that harmony may ring. Big wheels they can spin, magic threads we tie in, general justice we will win. When our thoughts we convince, godly rules never fools, normal worlds have their spools, levers are our tools, as balanced beams they stay cool. From deepest cosmic pools, stellar fabric mapping jewels, the world is born anew, sparkling angels, heaven views. And those last two lines, I was up on the mountain today, and I'm writing, and it's I must be getting old or something like that, but I had a better line. I don't know what it. I lost it. It's going off of basically this one right here, which is this is the original sort of sketchy version, and the more advanced version is it's somewhere out there. It's on the web, anyways, right? I probably should look at that, because I know that generally normal is doesn't really sing well, and you want to do that. Oh, I've got a guitar over here. Let's go check it out. Sounds way out of tune here. So anyways, I do that lotto because I think that was pretty cool. Lotto la lotto lotto lo. You could see me fly, then I could claim you know. We could have touch the sky and have a world to show. But if we fantasize, we'll have nowhere to go. The child inside our minds, well, we must let it go. There is an enterprise, there is a way to know the unknown. I have to look at the words. I can't remember this stuff. That's why. Okay, so TV. I'm on TV. Okay. So here's the thing. How important is cultural normalcy as a human flight from wrong, despite foreign parents who might ignore youth noticeably lost in geographic night, where independent violence and indeed glamorized drug abuse could really bite? Whose responsibility do we invite beyond the initial quantum sight in time to sprite the economy? I have to look at it. Sprite the economy with responsibility, brightly alight. I might change bright and then alight. That sprite and alight. I don't know what that's even mean, really. Shouldn't we actively correct statistics that could tactically vex us, healthy prevent whose good intention, see, I haven't finished this yet, but I'm on TV, and that is the important part. That is just fantastic. Yeah, so I'm doing this heavy-duty philosophy stuff, and I need to be in some proper location, but I'm all about thinking. That's all I'm doing is thinking intensively, and I desperately need some sort of I don't know, a leap of faith. I mean, this kind of thing that people, they just, it's catatonic, okay? Crossing the Great Divide is a catatonic act. If you're starting from the beginning and going towards the frontier, it's like downhill. It's all very easy. Everyone is ushering you along, and they're saying, "Oh, we love tradition. Bring these things in." But if you're starting on the frontier as an alien trying to get back, and you've never even been there, that's much more difficult. And parents will tell you, like my parents would say, "Oh, Wisconsin is a frozen wasteland," and California is just everything. So this narrative that I work on in sociology, it is catatonic. Okay, there are pitfalls that have to be navigated without thinking about them. It's just a feeling. Okay, so your general feelings are what will straighten things out. Okay, so it's and poetry is sort of like this songs in poetry. This degenerative thing. I studied art right out in college and in high school as well. But I came to realize that it was like ridiculous. I'm not talented at art, and at English, I started off just, it's like the English teacher battling, So, and so, now I'm doing the Einstein thing where, I flunk English at first, and now I'm like, making new theories, drawing threads out. And okay, so the scales of justice. So you have this one, the bottomless pit, sociology. On the other side of the beam, you have tower power, engineering. So sociology and engineering. These are the two, society and the products / tools that we have to use. So on this bottomless pit, you're looking in this bottomless pit, and some people are going for it, and they're just going right through the wormhole, and they're coming out the other end. They're like taking history is rarely explained in the secondary norm, the individual. You don't know where a person came from. You can identify a group by their language, but the secondary norm, which leads into the tertiary norm, so the ecological states, these are much more elusive, evasive indeed, and the norm itself, the secondary norm, that one, it leads into this frequency where it drives the economy. So there's waves. I'm not sure which one is which, and there's like this fifth element up there that brings those general norms up, lifting the economy, and at the same time with that same energy bringing down your sort of your angels. It could easily sound degenerative. The Holy Grail, okay, so where am I? I'm in Europe. Even that. From California, Hotel California. Jesus. So the focus is it's catatonic. Okay, so on the scales of justice, there's these ones who are in limbo, they're falling, and on the tower of power, there's this product stuff. And so, what are we making? What's the purpose? What's the use of all the stuff that we make, you know, including our language. You know, that's the basic engineering or technology goes back to the plow and the wheel, and not necessarily two-way electronics like we're doing. Well, this is one-way electronics, basically. You can call them. That's so. What could be in limbo on that one? What blockages from the sociology are causing us to create stuff that is not necessarily useful? So if you're in limbo, if you're stuck in this passage, like at your Hotel California, okay, so this is like these people are, you know, you can check out, but you can't leave. So this relates to the sociology relates to the engineering, to our products, to what products we have and what use we get from them, what blockages we stop, what, you know, how we create the circle that goes around and around, brings those elements out of limbo or through the wormhole, out of, you know, so scales of justice, all right, so you're going through the wormhole and you're coming out onto the top of the tire pile rather than climbing it from the bottom, getting all this false stimulation of people saying, oh, look, all this junk, we could go to the 99-cent store and get in a traffic jam and live in a traffic jam. These are these elements that are very subtle, but that are the fundamentals of our creation and our sort of reforming, making sure that we're not blocking ourselves with our pride or something like that, you know, because that's what happens. The child in the new world. This ITALK, that one. That how important are cultural norms as a human flight? You know, that group flight. That's very easy. You go with a group and you feel esteemed. But the individual as the secondary norm, as that. And the second you realize that it's not ideal, and your products are already flowing in that system where you know, it's like the traffic jam or the Hotel California where, you know, people are abusing stuff. This is a problem that has a cosmic solution, okay, that has to be done without thinking about it. It has to be through the feelings, so that it's like the what do you call it, the puppet strings, you know, your heartstrings, I guess, right? The rite of passage, the rite of flight. How do we enable that so that we aren't creating bubbles through blockages? How are things working? This is the fundamentals, and then once you have that frequency, that primary norm, you know, those norms into the economy, sociology into the economy, have that flow and that general happiness, which is true. It's peace for everyone. Okay, it's like it's something you want to get excited about, but you know you've seen the tellers in the history books that it's. There are psychopaths, you know, and so this is, you know, there's good and bad in everyone and everything, every concept. You know, how do we make the path unclogged with the obstacles of these bubbles of wars and undesirable products, you know, and differentiating them from blockages in the flow of everything that flows, all of our sort of healthcare stuff, and not just getting onto a degenerative sort of poetic sort of thing. Anyways, That was cool. I did not paint this guitar. It was very cheap. I'm not going to deal with the paint. So let me just go through that one more time. When I begin to sing like a king on the wing, normal feelings I must bring, so that harmony may ring. Big wheels they can spin, magic threads we tie in, general justice we will win when the thoughts we convince. Godly rules never fools, normal worlds have their spools. Levers are our tools, as balanced beams they stay cool. From deepest cosmic pools, stellar fabric mapping jewels, the world is born anew, sparkling angels, heaven views. Alright, so I'm going to keep writing that. I know I've still got 2 more full verses. Kind of a haiku, I guess. This lady told me haiku is the ideal art stuff. And it's kind of, it already exists in a lot of my songs and poetry, so that's pretty cool. I need a scholarship. Okay, I can afford it. I'm hopelessly cheap. Not that I'm not loyal and extremely sort of focused on opportunities. And parle français, sprechen Sie Deutsch. Yeah, I want to do the vehicle of the future that is going to solve our traffic problems. A visionary. Who could that person be? He better be funny. Okay, so I hope it works. YouTube always mystifies.